What's up, guys? It's Unholy Asylum here, bringing you another Call of Duty Ghost commentary. Today, mainly I wanted to talk about some things that have been really irritating the shit out of me here lately. But not to say that they haven't irritated a lot of people since the game came out. But anyways, real quick, I want to get you guys' kind of opinions on this. But why is it that every time when you first spawn in, especially on like Sovereign or whatever, but that everybody, if you run beside of a teammate or something, it's like they're like 400 feet wide or like a massive wall that you have to run through, and then it slows you down and like glitches out when you're trying to run through them, or whatever you want to call it. That is just, I don't know, if you try to rush, if you try to rush through and to get to like a certain point in domination and run into like 3 teammates, there's no way you're going to get there before anybody else does. But the real reason for this video was that I wanted to talk about the hit detection for the sniper rifles, which it's not really just the sniper rifles, it's all the guns in the game really have a shitty hit detection. I mean, come on, Infinity Ward, this is a fucking shooting game. It's Call of Duty. We're not fucking playing basketball or football or something. We're fucking scoping in or aiming down sights and shooting somebody. I mean, the easiest thing to do is to put hit detection in the game. I mean, you can't have a first-person shooter without hit detection. I mean, that's like having a racing game without racing in it. I mean, to me, there's a guy that does a segment on ESPN called Come On Man, and I can't think of his name, but that like fits this so perfectly. If I hadn't knew what his name was, it would be a lot easier. But anyways, like if you play, I know especially with the snipers it happens a lot, but because like if you scope in on somebody and your fucking crosshair is on the guy, you should get a kill. If he's not, I mean, like for instance with me, I've had kills where I'll be scoped in, like see like that, I'll be scoped in on a guy, but he'll be standing still, won't be moving, like just standing still, right? And then I'll go to shoot him, and he's still standing still. You know, I aim with the scope, excuse me, and shoot, and it'll say I missed. And I mean, it can be at point blank range, it can be at long range, it can be at mid range. Hell, the damn scope could be, I mean, the barrel could be in his mouth, and you still miss the shot. I mean, Infinity, I mean, they're not, I guess, I don't want to talk shit about a game that we all know is not going to get patched and get fixed completely. But I mean, who knows, they could like do some kind of wonders and somehow magically pop out a patch out of their ass that gives us, that fixes almost everything in the game, which would be a pretty big, pretty big fucking patch. I mean, that's not gonna be that small of a patch, and I think that's one of the main things people don't understand, because I mean, if you think about it, if they were to patch all this stuff, we would be downloading that patch. I mean, they'd have to probably put it out 2 or 3 different parts, because I mean, you think about it, it's even for just like the Christmas camo and stuff with small patches. So I mean, you can imagine of all this stuff that they're gonna send out, how big that patch would be. It'd probably be at least a few gigs at the at the smallest. I mean, but besides that, we'll get back to that later. But and I have noticed too, a lot of gameplays, you'll see people like with assault rifles. Like I've seen it happen a lot with the Remington, to be honest. I don't know if it's just that gun is weird or what it is. I don't really use the Remington that much, so you guys can comment if you use it a lot and it happens a lot for you. But since I was talking about how it's just not just the sniper rifles, like the Remington I was just talking about, I've had even kills with it, with an assault rifle or a submachine gun, guns that should not miss shots. I mean, missing shots is different than getting bullshit hit detection and not fucking getting kills for it. I mean, yeah, people will argue and say, oh, if they're using the ghillie suit, that it makes the hit boxes bigger, or it makes it harder to hit them because you're shooting the ghillie suit instead of shooting the actual like person, the actual outline or whatever of the person, so you're not getting the hit markers or whatever. But still, I mean, it shouldn't matter that a camo is that bad for people to bitch about when, I mean, it's just a camo. Or, well, it's not a cam. I don't even know what the correct word or description for it is. I guess you could say it's just the outfit, kinda. I mean, it's bad that of all the things in this game that people complain about, or well, starting to complain about, even competitive. I mean, not to say that the competitive players are actually all complaining about it. I know some of them are, but I know a lot of the like competitive Call of Duty and stuff like that are complaining about the ghillie suit, saying, "Oh, it makes the hitboxes weird and all this." But if you actually look it up, the ghillie suit does nothing to the hitboxes. It's just all the extra like fur or whatever on the ghillie suit, or whatever the hell it is that a ghillie suit's made out of, but the mesh or whatever. But all that extra makes the guy or girl, whichever one you play, look bigger. So I mean, you're actually shooting the extra pieces of the ghillie suit. You're not shooting the person, which is what I think is throwing everybody off. I mean, I personally don't have any problem with the ghillie suit because, you know, it seems like PS3, a lot of people don't really use it. I don't know how Xbox is, because as you all know, I don't have an Xbox as of yet. But I will be getting an Xbox One sometime after Christmas. But that's another topic for another day. But anyways, like I was saying, between the hit detection and the fucking spawning in, and you gotta go through your fucking 500 feet wide teammates trying to go to the same spots, which back to that actually, they wanted to make so many lanes for rushing and stuff, and flanks and all this, but if you spawn into a map, there's only three ways, three to maybe 4 or 5 ways that you can go. And you know, if you're playing regular consoles and not next gen, you're only playing 6v6, you're not playing ground war, 9v9. But everybody is going to those main ways like Sovereign. Everybody goes up the middle or goes up top or goes around the side. You've got at least 2 people going each direction. So I mean, you're running into at least one person unless you stand back and wait, or if you get the better spawn with the more upfront spawn and have marathon agility and everything, and just take off like a bat out of hell and get out of there quick. And you see right here, real quick about the gameplay, I should have killed that guy and gave me another kill. I don't know why I didn't, but I get the little nice jump shot at the end, which I did for the field orders, if y'all are wondering why the hell I done the jump shot. But anyways, thanks for watching this little rant video. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.